Hi, we're looking in our spelling lessons, week 32. Let's do a little review on prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes and suffixes. In the next set of lessons, you will learn how to break apart words to find the meaning. You will also learn how to put word parts together to form new words. The key to do this is understanding parts of words. So prefixes and suffixes. You've already learned about suffixes. A suffix is a group of letters attached to a root at the end. For example, in the word slowly, the root is slow and the suffix is ly. When a suffix is written alone, it often has a line before it to show where the rest of the word attaches, like that. Suffixes often change the number, the tense, or the part of speech of a word. So slow is an adjective, slowly becomes an adverb. Each of the words below has a suffix. Decide what the suffix is and write it after the word. The first one's done for you. So we're going to do this together. Everyone say the word? Goodness. Goodness. And our root is good. And our suffix is ness. That is too thick. Goodness. Opening. Everyone say the word? Opening. Opening. Open is the root and ing is our suffix. Commented. Commented. So comment is our root, ed is our suffix. Hopeful, hope, full. Hope, full. Endless, endless. So we have suffixes, we also have prefixes. Another word part is called a prefix. Okay, this is a group of letters attached to the beginning, right, before a root. At times, a prefix can also be just the first letters in a word. A prefix can give you important clues about the meaning of a word. Okay, so we're going to do a little review. It's going to teach us about some prefixes. One of the prefixes, like sub, has a line after it to show where the root attaches. One prefix you will learn is sub. Sub means under or below. So when you come upon the word subsoil in your reading, you will know that it means below the soil. Another useful prefix to know is super, which means above or over or very. Now that you know this, it's easy to figure out that a superstructure means a structure that is above or over another structure. So here we are looking at prefixes sub and super for week 32 vocabulary words. Over and under. Under and over, sub and super. You will find the prefixes sub and super useful in your general reading and writing and in studying science. The prefix sub means under or below, and the prefix super means above, very or over. This lesson presents words with sub and super. So let's go through them. Submarine. Repeat it. Submarine. Submerged. Submerged. Subservient. Subservient. Subterranean. subterranean. I said it wrong. Subterranean. Subterranean. Sub-zero. Sub-zero. Superfluous. Superfluous. Superheated. Superheated. Superimposed. Superimposed. Again, submarine, submerged, subservient, subterranean, sub-zero, superfluous, superheated, superimposed. A submarine is a ship that can go underwater. What's a submarine? A submarine is a ship that can go underwater. In Jules Verne's novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Captain Nemo explores the ocean in a submarine. And of course, there's a Beatles song, right? We all live in a yellow submarine. You can ask Miss Martinez to sing that one for you. Okay. Submerged. Submerged. Something that is submerged is entirely underwater. Underwater, submerged. Entire houses were submerged during a terrible flood last spring. Submerged. Subservient. And you also see the root word serve. Okay. To be subservient is to be under another person's control. To be required to obey someone's orders, to serve under someone, subservient. In Greek mythology, humans are subservient to the gods. Subterranean. Did I say it right that time? Subterranean, good. Something subterranean is beneath the ground, or it's hidden and secret. Subterranean water in the Missouri Ozarks is home to two types of rare blind white crayfish. Subterranean, so it's under the ground. Sub-zero, below zero. Sub-zero means below zero. We wore heavy coats walking in the sub-zero weather. Superfluous. Something that is superfluous is extra or more than what is needed. The extra scoop of ice cream on my cone was superfluous because I already had more than I could eat. Superheated. Something that is superheated is very, very hot. The volcano sent lava and superheated ash rolling down into villages. Superimposed. Superimposed. Something that is superimposed has been placed over something else. Some special effects are made when computer-created images are superimposed on a real background. And we call that green screen. You've heard that before. Green screen. Okay. Computer-generated, superimposed. Okay, so sub-zero, what does it mean? Subservient. Right? Superheated. Easy. Subterranean. Subterranean. Good. And here is your word list. Let's practice saying them. Submarine. Submerged. Subservient. Subterranean. Sub-zero. Superfluous. Superheated. Superimposed. Okay, let's read through our passage together. Bacteria are everywhere. What can live in sub-zero ice packs, submerged in boiling water, and even without air? Why, bacteria, of course. Although we often think of these one-celled life forms as agents of disease, bacteria can also help us. We can thank bacteria for milk. One type lives in the largest of the cow's 4 stomachs. It takes the tough cover of grass, called cellulose, and changes it into food that the cow makes into milk. Other bacteria can then change the milk to yogurt. Bacteria takes elements in the air, such as carbon and nitrogen, and change them into forms that can be digested by living things. Far from being superfluous, bacteria are necessary to all life forms. While some bacteria live on land, others inhabit the deepest subterranean recesses of the ocean, far beneath the ocean floor. Exploring with the aid of submarines, scientists have found bacteria in superheated vents that extend from the Earth's center out to the ocean floor. These bacteria create food from the chemicals in the water. Recently, explorers drilling for oil have found bacteria more than 1,500 feet under the ocean floor. They live under intense pressure with no air. They survive on methane gas that is up to 4 million years old. Wow. By taking advantage of their strange appetites, scientists have learned to use bacteria to clean up oil spills. Bacteria can be made subservient in this task by first feeding a diet of oil to a large sample of bacteria. Then, after a big oil spill, a layer of bacteria is superimposed on the mess, and the bacteria eat the oil. The digested oil becomes harmless carbon dioxide and water. Okay, now we're going to practice reading this with partners.